Hey everybody, how we doing? My name is Jeff Cox. I've done about 25 custom bobbleheads. Had a few people ask me for some tips who want to get started in doing some custom bobbles, and so I just thought I would do a quickie little video on some of the tips that I've used in my processes. So the first thing we need to do when we pick a bobble that we're going to custom is grind off all the logos and decals and wording that you don't want on there that was molded in resin from the factory. You see all the letters here, the Pepsi on here, the letter and the numbers. These all have to come off, and when doing that, we're going to use the Dremel tool, which if you want to do custom bobbles is the handiest tool you're going to have. And then when you get done sanding that off, then you're going to lose all of the lettering and the words and the things on there that you don't want, the logos, numbers and letters on the back. And so we'll grind that off and then take a light sandpaper to it just to kind of smooth out any sanding grooves that might be in there. So for this project we're going to use Gorman Thomas, and we're going to turn him into a Roy Hobbs custom. I know the uniform isn't exactly period, and that's one thing that I look at when choosing is facial structure and type of uniform that the bobble has. How easy will it be to customize it and make it look like the person or character that you want it to look like. In this case, we're going to use Gorman Thomas. I don't think it's a big stretch with the facial structure, but we're going to take it outside and Dremel off all of this extra resin. And when we do that, I take it outside because it's going to make a mess. So wear something that you can get dusty, and wear a breathing mask if you have one, but just prepared that there's going to be dust all over the place. Okay, so now we're ready to start painting after we've got all the sanding done. If you're going from a dark to a light color, it's probably good to prime your painting area first. If you're going light to dark, you can probably get pretty good coverage without priming. Now, a lot of the paints that I get, you can get at Walmart or Hobby Lobby or a Michael's craft store. I like to use acrylics. They work pretty well, as a flat or a matte finish sometimes can leave a rougher surface. So you can pick those up, and you can also pick up packs of paint brushes. You're going to have to get some of the fine line brushes for the tighter spots, pinstripes, etc. So now, as your work is progressing, when it comes to the details, I think details are important because a lot of times with the mass-produced bobbleheads, you lose a lot. The paint might be off of the letters of the logo or the insignia, and a lot of times the bobbles that you can create are going to have better lines and better detail. I picked up this little handy tool. As you can see, you get pretty good magnification. In this case, we changed Roy Hobbs eye color. It's good for eyelashes, eyebrows, any fine detail work. You can generally get a lot crisper lines than you can get normally from a mass-produced bobblehead. And the nice thing about this little tool, which I picked up at a hobby store for about $14, it's got an LED light that'll help you get in there and see the good details that you can take your time with. So in this case, it's good for helping out. We're going to clean these lines up on his uniform. After your painting is done, you're ready for your decals. So you can go online and download logos or numbers, or if you've got a decent photo editing or text program on your computer, you can make them that way. It's a good idea to measure your bobblehead and get an approximate area that you want to work with. Say, if it's 1.5 inches that you want the Cincinnati logo or the New York logo, what have you. That way, when you print it out, it's going to be close to the correct size. It's good to have a photo editor with a ruler on it. That way you can get your sizing down. So after you get your template set up and get your letters and logos and stuff ready to print, then at the hobby stores you can get these white decal papers, water slide papers. And what that basically is for models that you can do your own flames or pinstriping, etc. But it's set up where you can do it on your own home computer with an inkjet printer. They've got white, which is you're going to print your logos onto a white piece of paper, or a clear, depending on the application. So you can pick that up, and then what you'll do, it's got some instructions. They're pretty easy to use. What I'll do, I'll print out a whole sheet's worth for multiple projects, so it saves on paper that way. After you print out your sheet that you're going to use, there's a bonder, and this is also sold in the same section. And basically, what this is a clear coat. You'll spray it over the sheet, and it'll seal the ink. Because what's going to happen is you'll print this out onto the decal paper, the water slide paper. And if you don't seal it when you put it in water, then the ink's all going to run off. So what this is going to do is seal it. It dries pretty quickly. It's going to leave a gloss finish. It's also a tester's, but that's the decal bonder spray, and that'll seal the ink in. So now we're ready to apply the logos, the decals that you made. So you'll take and cut out the area that you want to apply. Submerge it in water, usually for a couple of minutes. Let the backing get good and soaked because you're going to take the thin layer off the top, and that's what you're going to apply to your project. So I like to use a pair of tweezers. It helps you get the logo off, or the decal off. And you take it, you can slide it right off of the paper backing, and then it gives you a lot better area, a lot more precision to work with when you place your number or decal onto the bobblehead. You can lay it on there nice and easy, and then once you do get it on, lay it on there, and then take a paper towel and dab off the excess water. And it helps flatten it out. You can press it on and allow the adhesive to take. And pretty much the final step after you have applied your decals is to go back. If you use the white decal paper, you're going to have some edges, as you can see around the New York logo here, and on the back around the 9 where you cut it, you're going to see a little bit of white. So I like to take my fine detail brush and then go and touch those up. That way it hides the edge a little bit and makes it less noticeable. You want to do that after everything is dry as far as the decals go. Like here on the New York, we're going to run the piping on the jersey down through that. So that's pretty much the end result after you do your touch-ups. It's going to look really nice. If you can avoid using the white, it's a little harder to work with. The clear's better, but there are applications that if you need white background or a white decal, you'll have to use the white paper. So we'll do the touch-ups, and then I'll show you the finished project. That's pretty much it.